There's fiberglass, there's dirt, there's grass, there's sticks that gets thrown around, mud and stuff just get thrown on it.
Denise Brenketter has always had a passion for pictures.
Just to think, you know, wonder what kind of memory this was for somebody. How important was it to them?
So it was important to her to help bring these memories out of the dark and into the light.
Just nice knowing that what you're doing is going to help somebody in many ways.
They're not just photographs. They're memories, their lives.
Christy Brummel is the manager of the Oklahoma School of Photography in Moore, where thousands of tornado-ravaged photos are being brought in day after day.
None of us thought there would be as many still out there as there are.
And volunteers like Denise are taking their time.
Every photograph is precious. Everyone.
Gently cleaning, drying, and documenting every photograph to eventually be put into an online database.
It could look like a snapshot to us, and it could be the last picture of their grandfather. You never know.
Christy is partnering with the organization National Disaster Photo Rescue, a nonprofit formed after the tornado in Joplin. They've helped reunite thousands of pictures thanks to online images.
It has a description of the photograph, if anything was written on the photograph, if it came in an album, if there were any names or anything associated.
It's a job Denise and Christy don't take lightly. They understand the power these moments in time hold and what they could mean to the people who own them.
It may not be a story that we understand, because it's not our story, but it's someone's story, it's someone's life.
We've tried everything I can think of to get somebody to take a look at this and see if there's something that could be done.
We're calling this couple John and Jane. They're afraid for their lives after flyers like this one started showing up nearly 2 years ago, full of personal information and even more personal attacks.
My family. It's hurt my family too.
John and Jane became more concerned when even more vulgar flyers were sent to sex offenders, advertising for sexual encounters. The sex offenders took them to the Cleveland County Sheriff, but John and Jane say investigators failed to follow up on leads.
The ironic thing is the sex offenders are more concerned about our safety than is law enforcement, and that's sad.
And the idea that they simply would just refuse to take reports and do a half-hearted investigation, candidly, the citizens of Cleveland County, they deserve better from their sheriff's office.
Fox 25 legal analyst David Slane says the multiple flyers show a pattern of harassment.
This is a circumstantial case, and it's clearly one that's going to have to go all the way to a jury.
John and Jane realize this case is complicated. They hired a forensic document examiner whose report shows the origin of the pictures used on the flyers based on watermarks. That, too, they sent to the sheriff's office.
Even though you can see it with the naked eye, we thought, well, with a forensic report, that would seal the deal, but no.
Now, John and Jane are prisoners in their own home, never knowing what could be next.
Possibly hire somebody to do us bodily harm or invade our home or whatever, but it's the next logical step in the progression that this has taken.
It's horrible that all these people's homes are burning down.
After you lose your house, I mean, it's just devastating.
Local Boy Scouts are lending multiple hands to help fire victims in need.
These boxes are called sifting boxes.
These sift boxes will help them literally sift through the ashes to find things.
This is exactly why the Boy Scouts are building the boxes, to help families salvage whatever they can in situations like this.
Look through and find small things of value, rings, pieces of a photo.
Get all the slack out of it.
With money donated by the Red Cross, the Boy Scouts make it a team effort.
The station over there they're cutting the wood and marking the wood.
Yeah.
My station is cutting the screen for the sifters.
I've been in Scouts since first grade.
Evan Hensley has already made 50 boxes. The work helped him earn an Eagle Scout rank, and his timely finish pairs nicely with the Boy Scouts motto, be prepared.
I turned mine in the day the fire started.
Today, he's back for more, helping strangers and possibly even some of his own.
My dad called me and told me that I needed to get my brother and sister out the door because there were fires going on. My family is going out to our farm right now to go and check and see if our house is fine.
There's a part in our oath that is to help other people at all times.
Tragedies don't have to be worldwide or anything, it can just be personal.
250 homes burned down, and it's the small things that count. It feels pretty good inside to help people out.
My boxes are going to be put to good use. I'm glad that I can help these people in any way I can.
We want justice! We need justice!
With each step,
We demand justice! Got to have justice!
the demand becomes stronger.
Justice! Justice!
Justice for Robin Howard.
Why is it so hard to get the truth out of these people?
100 demonstrators gathered on the steps of City Hall.
We can do the impossible even at this moment in time.
Many bowing their heads in prayer for the man who died in custody of Oklahoma City Police Department.
The officer does still face possible discipline.
It makes me feel so disgusted with my police force.
It starts with truth, it starts with honesty, and it starts right up here.
The ACLU and NAACP joined the fight with Howard's family as they wait for a full explanation on how Robin died, an explanation they've waited since June of last year to hear.
We will not stop until we get it.
Stop the violence. Save the people.
The Reverend Jesse Jackson also voiced his support as he rallied the crowd.
Justice for Robin Howard now.
Although many demonstrators never knew Robin Howard in life, they still stand in solidarity with his family.
You should support him because you could be next.
Oklahoma City Police say officers have met with the Howard family many times.
We're still open to trying to answer the questions of the family.
But for those who knew Robin Howard, the fight for justice carries on.
We want the truth. We seek the truth. That's all we want.
We'll march more and more and more until hope comes alive.
I'm standing up and I'm watching him see, because he darts across the street every day. The next thing I hear is a big old bang and I see him fly up on the windshield in the hood.
Stephen Howarth was on the bus when he says he saw a truck hit a student crossing the road on Meridian near Northwest 32nd.
They slam on the brakes and launched him off, and he launches good 10-15 feet.
Oklahoma City Police say the bus lights and stop sign were working when a truck ignored them and slammed into the student.
I chase after the driver and make him stop because they weren't going to stop.
The student was rushed to the hospital, but police say he did not have any major injuries. Oklahoma City Police say this should be a wake-up call for drivers in the metro.
We know schools just restarted for a lot of districts, and a lot of people aren't used to the school zones being activated.
They say obeying school bus signals as well as school zone speeds isn't an option. It's the law.
School is in session. You need to pay attention when the school buses have their lights on. When you see the lights flashing on the side of the roadway, that's for a reason. There are kids in the area.
Hunter Scott, Fox 25 News.